Fascinating.
The leader of the Dazzeloids, Princess Wim, is the idealistic visionary who wants everyone to be creative. Dilly's sister, Liliana Algonquin Wim, died of being bored to death by a rerun of a terrible TV show that was produced by Blando Company. Dilly now seeks revenge and freedom for all those imprisoned by boredom and mediocrity. Dilly is quick-witted and smart, and always got straight A's in school. She is romantic and makes friends easily, and has traveled to many strange countries and learned many foreign languages. She loves riding horses and solving mysteries, and as a child she lived with her grandfather, who was the sheriff of a small town in the Old West. Dilly has a bad temper and is obsessed with saving the world from boredom. When she doesn't get her way, she gets really mad and acts like a spoiled brat. Sometimes she lets her own obsessions get in the way of understanding what's important to others. Yendor Talbnirg. Yendor Talbnirg is the super intelligent electronics specialist. As a young larva, Yendor showed an exceptional aptitude for electronics. His parents, Volkrin and Molgunok Talbnirg, encouraged their son's hobby and eventually sent him to the Ant Institute of Nanotechnology. He met Dilly Wim on an expedition to the Ether World, where they were both employed as engineers. Yendor is bright and friendly, but he is most comfortable when working with complicated electronic gadgets. He is a hard-working perfectionist who loves to eat sweets. Sometimes Yendor becomes overloaded by complicated problems and stress. He panics and becomes a total basket case. Titan Rose. Titan Rose is the super strong weightlifting Hulk who loves to read and write beautiful poetry. As a kitten, Titan was often called on to knock down walls or tear phone books in half, yet preferred to read long storybooks instead. In college, Titan published his first book of love poems called Tank of Love. That same year, he won the weightlifting grand finals. He met Dilly Wim while stationed on Moonbase 12, where they were both employed as cooks. Titan is passionate and cares about all living things. His love of books has made him very knowledgeable. He enjoys acting and falling in love. Titan can be very violent. He has a mean streak and often enjoys smashing things into tiny bits with a variety of terrifying weapons. Stinkabod Lame. Bod Lame is the happy-go-lucky crazed daredevil who will try anything. As a kid, he was always the class clown and the first one to volunteer for outrageous pranks. After school, he had many jobs, including painting tall billboards and selling his fleece to a sweater company. He met Dilly Wim at the Big Banana Circus, where they trained and wrestled alligators. Stinkabod loves practical jokes and enjoys slam dancing, bungee jumping, and nude gymnastics. Stinkabot loves practical jokes and enjoys slam dancing, bungee jumping, and nude gymnastics. The Habitroids. The Habitroids are the hapless townsfolk of Boredom Town in the Complis City metropolitan area. Once they had been a community of busy merchants and artisans in the tiny kingdom of Chucklestein. When Chucklestein was bought by the Blando Company, most Habitroid parents got jobs in shopping malls and factories. The children were introduced to video games and television and lost interest in the world around them. The Habitroids are hardworking and trustworthy. They have the ability to learn quickly and adjust to new situations. They are peaceful and have a strong sense of family togetherness. The Habitroids are submissive and follow along with whatever anyone else is doing. They are conservative and often afraid of change.
The mediocre.
The mediocre is the grim and maniacal corporate leader of the big lethargic Amalgamated National Development Organization. He wants to control the world with boredom. His plan includes owning and controlling all television and radio stations, publishing and entertainment companies. As a young worm, he enjoyed playing chess and playing cruel tricks on his friends. The mediocre still loves his mother. The mediocre is greedy and loves doing nasty things to make money. He often makes big business deals that take advantage of other people. He is obsessively neat, has a bad temper, and leaves a trail of slime. Pin Bleeper. Pin Bleeper is a sniveling computer programmer and hacker with a mean streak. He is the pencil-necked techno-weasel who assists the mediocre in his fiendish schemes. He loves jiggling the wires and writing nasty computer virus programs. Pin Bleeper is great with computers and loves making strange electronic music. Pin Bleeper smells bad, eats tons of junk food, snorts and spits when he talks, and has bad breath. He never washes his clothes and only takes a bath once a month. His hair is greasy, and he leaves candy wrappers and empty soda cans wherever he goes.